being told that we are in fact back on. So if we are doing okay, I think we'll try and bring the show back on.
Woo! What do you want us to do?
Yeah. We think that previously it was because of the Wi-Fi, so now everything is going through my mobile device. If that causes any problems, we're sorry. You claim that this is your first mistake, and you say that you can't be loved because you're not perfect. And it's a Sunday, and you haven't gotten out of bed. You're playing Animal Crossing, eating hot chips and cookie dough, and you say that you never think about sex. But I know you do. And I know you say you've made peace with the duality of human beings, but you haven't. You're sending me an SOS. Why won't you respond? Tell me the sun is good for you. Tell me why you haven't seen the sun in so many moons. Tell me why you're you. Tell me why you're me. You say you were raised on indie rock and rock salt, but it's not actually true. You just listen to the Strokes a lot. How awkward it is, not just for us, the ones standing around upskirted ground, but how spine-splitting it must be for the man who never met her yet now finds himself supergluing the container for her remains shut. Let's talk about her virtues. Let's attempt to ray trace our memories and recall instead why we don't have steady hands. Let's strand ourselves shaking and lonely in a room full of our dearest friends. Let's tell each other stories we've heard before. Let's try jokes if that doesn't work. Let's all stand around and stare at the fucking dirt. Let's find it strange that they don't play sad songs at a funeral. Let's think it a denial of truth. Let's admit in retrospect that nobody really needs another reason to cry. Let's talk less about the woman we lost and more about the God who's said to have taken her from us. Let's remember that's most of the reason why I hate Catholic services. Let's carry the unpleasant of our world squarely at the base of our throat. Let's feel the swelling. Let's feel like a snake having eaten an elephant. Let's not like the taste in our mouths. Let's tell each other it will get better. Let's watch her husband and two sons with their heads bowed inward, forming a lopsided triangle and no corner to its lips. Let's let them be silent. Let's voyeur ourselves into its center. Let's miss her properly. I don't like the taste in my mouth. Let's have to work on a Monday and say to our manager, I'm well. How are you? Let's recall how artificial a funeral is. Let's regale our friends with stories of a woman they never met and never will. Let's miss her. Let's write a poem from a collective perspective to distribute the trauma away from ourselves, to disguise as the self-obsession, to emphasize The fact that all grieving is valid, that my grievances with her service are small, that I wasn't the one who knew her best, that I'm not the one who misses her most, that I still miss her all the same. Let's miss her all the same. Let's feel the guilt in tandem. Let's not like the taste in our mouths. Let's miss her all the same. Yeah, that's fair.
And therefore... Yeah, usually the audience starts clapping and then we're like, oh, it must be done.
Fair.
I'll start clapping. That'd be great.
Aww.
Shayha says the band sounds incredible, so good job.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they do. I'm not sure if Sarah actually did this, so if anyone is not aware, the band is Black Market Translations. They are a Denver punk band, and they are incredible. They're, yeah, I am. You can look them up. You can find them on the internet or in person if you just kind of follow them around. They don't love it. You should ask their general consent, but I also think that, you know, some of them might have some fun with it. This is something I wrote called Soil and Tar. Something bassy.
Oh, crap.
Salt the earth. Salt the earth. I've got a reputation as a killjoy. There are people out there who would see your broken body on the ground bleeding out and step over it. They are your neighbors. What are we doing here? Who are our people? What are we doing here? A femme-fucked boy from some spot in Colorado says they'll never have sex again if it'll save another life. I'm tired of watching a fucking tragic comedy. Don't tell me it will be okay. I don't want to be okay. I want to collapse onto the floor and have someone fucking stop. I don't want to have to collapse on the floor for anyone to fucking notice. There are people in this world, in this country, who want you dead. Who would shoot you in the back and dance on your body, and it's not because of some shitty thing you did in 6th grade or some shitty thing you did yesterday, it's because you exist. And I know you didn't even ask for this. And I'm sorry. I'm really, really, really fucking sorry. Not on anyone's behalf. I know the only thing bigger than ourselves is our fuck-ups and our apathy and our genocide. And I don't think you or I or anyone should take the blame for something they didn't do, but we can at least get together and say that, yeah, that was really fucked up, and maybe ask how we can do better. And when you tell me that you're working on improving, you better be fucking working on it. I've had enough of tragedies and comedies. The horrors of a tiny fucking rock flying through an infinity that the parasites on said rock can't even hope to understand are irreparable. So, salt the earth. We're done here. Very clean, very clean. Dearest host, how are we doing on time?
We're running behind.
Okay.
Do you want to read another one?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Wanna do one more? One more? No more?
I'll do.
No more?
I think I might have a short one. There's a liquid veneer the cobwebs run fractals through, and it looks like you. My vocal cords are frayed, and my hair is falling out at an alarming rate, and it feels like decay. I feel like decay. That's it. I wrote it on a bad day. And to anyone who might be on the internet, I hope you're doing okay. It's probably mixed. It's probably mixed. But I'm gonna give it, back to Sarah. Okay, we're good. Cool. Sarah Rodriguez, thank you for having me.
Give it up for Johnny. Virtual snaps, real snaps. I would be honored if Johnny at one point would like to guest host Punketry. I can't it's so much work standing here in front of you all. Also, it's really exciting. I saw there are 13 viewers right now, and we've definitely had live shows with less than 13 people. So this feels like a victory. Hi, 13 people, especially everyone being interactive in the comments. Thanks for letting us know how things are going. Our next poet before our comedy intermission is going to be Kenny White. Kenny White does a lot of cool shit. He's done a lot of cool shit with Punketry. He's a cool person. He's about to read some poems, make some noise. It's going to be a good time. He's drinking water right now. He's preparing, folks. I don't know if you're prepared. I hope you're prepared. Give it up for Kenny!
Sometimes you have to take a moment and just breathe real slow to regain your composure from the blows that bombard your mind as you're flowing down the roller coaster ride that is called life. I can imagine the explosion, the nuclear bomb that was dropped in every black person's mind when they woke up maybe around 10 or 9, had to listen in betrayal because coons take many forms and they are all around you. Every slice and dice of the mind, every brain stem, every cell exploding and separating itself. The moral of the story is that Breonna Taylor will never get justice. Just like Emmett Till on the same day, just 65 years later. Huh? Complete and total madness this is for everyone's mind, making me want to rip out my hair and go ballistic. I find myself trying to slow down, but I don't know if I can anymore because the handprint has been made upon my chest. rage, and fury drive me to an extent that no human being may even comprehend. Some dreamish nightmare world that I ended up waking up in. Even comic book villains couldn't even imagine the societal bullshit, the societal and psychological and mental and spiritual terror that my people are in. And I keep trying to find myself. But then there's another news story about another black child who looks just like me. Another mother, broken, trying to pick up the pieces of the life that has been shattered. There is no happy ending. Spend nights upon nights dreaming why my ancestors would even think about letting Caucasians into their paradise. Chaos has engulfed the entire world, and it feels like I'm sinking into a mile of sinking goop. This white goop. This whiteness engulfing the entire world. And I try to find myself and try to bring myself back, but it's another volcano, another explosion, another death, another law passed, another thing just to continue the oppression, to continue the system, to continue the things that I see white people not even think about. As they sit behind their keyboards thinking that's going to get shunned. Shit done. That's not going to get shit. Making your head split into 1,000 pieces, thinking that someone behind a keyboard somewhere thinks they're helping your liberation. Catch me in the fucking streets. Because that's where you white folk need to be. This system is yours, I know it damn well ain't mine, because I could be back in Africa doing just fucking fine. So no, I don't give a fuck anymore. People think the race war is just starting. It's been happening since the 1600s. Like shit has really fucking changed. In cycles, going around and around as this world continues to spiral in the societal toilet that has been spewed out of European minds, turning the entire world blind, numb, ill, and sick, burning. She's burning. Oh my God, my mother, she's burning. But you don't even see it. You just think she's the ground. You just think she's a tree. You just think she's a bird. No. Fuck you. In this societal hell, centering my focus, continuing to go on because I know my ancestors have survived much worse. White people trying to turn my skin into a curse. But I have been blessed with power. And if it's rage that keeps me going when all of you fall down all around, when you can no longer clink and hear your beautiful sounds that you've made echo through the entire world. So no, I won't sugarcoat it for you. Fuck you. Because you've poisoned everything I've ever known and probably I'm ever going to know, and everything I've ever knew. Because my people are still standing every fucking where, and I mean all of my people. Your guns and your knives, your cannons and your bombs cannot break the land. You cannot break my mother and my resolve, so fuck you. I can't wait for this shit to turn right back on you. I don't give a fuck if you inherited it. I don't give a shit. Because I know my black son or black daughter that I'm going to have in the future will probably have to deal with your incredible, insidious injustice. A fucking virus. A fucking virus. That's what racism really is. A mental virus that has enslaved the entire world and tried to make a mockery of me and my people. So no, I will not go quietly into that good night. I will fucking rage and I will fucking fight for my life. And I don't give a damn about who the fuck you are if you're white, because you gave me this and I'm gonna bring it right back, because this cannot stay. Everybody fucking knows it can't become this way. So as I recenter and focus myself into this ultimate being that you cannot stop even if you kill me, because I will continue to rise from the ashes like I was the great phoenix that you tried to steal from my culture. Fuck you. Because my children are more important than you. As you continue to stew in this white goop and you've let it engulf you, but I will reach out and my blackness will prevail, and I will reach out and I will not live in your fucking hell. Justice for Elijah, justice for all the melanated folks who have been slain by this fucked up white system. Justice. Because eventually one day we may not be looking for equality anymore. guys set me somewhere. Yeah. Are you guys hearing me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. Alright, take me somewhere. Okay, cool. Yeah, take me somewhere deep down. Somewhere deep down. You know, like your heart. Or like a seed. Or like a volcano. The inside of it. You know what I mean. But speed it up for me. Because I know there'll be ants working down there, and they don't take it slow. So sweet is that sweet, sweet nectar of knowledge. Oh, so golden, oh, so beautiful as it shines in the gleaming light. Whether it be sun or moon, doesn't matter. It shines all the same. Bright as a supernova just being born, or the explosion of birth, the explosion of the seed breaking from the ground, first seeing the light. As we walk down the path, whether it's for any physical or mental or spiritual reason, it seems that we have lost the will to fight, the will to gather ourselves to the point to where we can say in one loud, united roar that we will not take this shit anymore. So it seems like the beat of the streets continues to go along. Whether the sun or the moon is about, it continues right all along. But it seems that there are shadows that hide in the trees. There are shadows that hide in the buildings. There are shadows that hide, and they sneak out and they grab hold of your mind and your soul, and then they cannot or will not let you go. It seems that these shadows have crossed all the oceans, have come across every plane, every boat, every car, and it pearls out, sometimes as it's leaving as smoke, comes back down, and it makes that young child choke. That's never been a joke. Shadows have taken over and control minds. They do not care for nature. They do not have the time. It seems as if they've lost their mind, lost their brain, can no longer feel. But then, as that light continues to come down, almost as that supernova had exploded before, but you had forgotten about it, and it comes back around. It's always been moving greater than the speed of sound, engulfing, oh so warm, to break loose the mind control. See, but where does the evil go when it's not in front of your face, when it's not yelling at you, when it's not so obvious? Can you find the shadow? That darkness that can engulf one's mind and leaving you numb, not caring of what happens to you or the ones you love or the ones you've left behind or the ones you've yet to meet or the ones you pass down the street. Seems that shadow has engulfed the light, zapping, taking everything. Starting with your mind as it seeps on down to your soul, but sometimes that burst of light can release you and let you go. But will you be engulfed as it comes back from the shadows? Or is it just that we've been making our own shadows and we have to make our own light? Sometimes they battle day and night, and sometimes you never know who's gonna win the fight. But it seems like love can bring you back. Love can bring you back. Love can bring you back from that whiteness, from that whiteness. No, it seems like the shadow's greatest trick was to tell you that the darkness was evil when you should have been running from that white shadow. You think it's dark. You think it's black. You think it's something else. But it's never been that. Stealthily cruising all around your mind and your TV screens. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Why? The tricks that'll get played on your brain are quite insane. Sometimes I have to stop myself as I get in some form of delay because this bullshit tries to engulf my being. But resist the shadow. Because sometimes it's not what you think. Are we doing a time thing or? Okay, we're good? Alright. Oh, okay, I'm good then. I am super good. I didn't know.
Real and virtual snaps for Kenny White. Okay, we're at halftime at our show. In a weird fraction, I don't know if it's actually halftime. We've gone through 2 out of 4 performers, but time-wise, what is time? It's all made up. So normally, we would all kind of mill about, maybe get high in the alleyway or whatever. But we don't want the camera to be dead for 20 minutes. So I'm super stoked about this. Jose Macall is going to give us some jokes. So it's intermission. The band's going to chill. Here's our comedian. Jose Macall, real and virtual snaps.
I can hear myself? Oh, man. Hello, Internet. Hello. Am I on America Online? Hello, ASL, everybody. Tell me. All right. No, this is it. All right. Oh, hot dog. Hi, everybody. This is. It's nice to do comedy in one of my surrealist dreams. This is pretty dope. Hell yeah. No, you guys, this has been awesome. This has been cool, man. This has been dope. Yeah, hell yeah. We're getting weird noises. I'm about it. All right. Let's see. What was I gonna talk about? That's the thing. Yeah, come on, chill. Come chill, Matt. Rest those fingers. Rest those. We're letting everybody chill. Here's the thing. All right, I don't think I'm going to be breaking ground when I say that we've all kind of been in a negative mood. Is this fair to say? Is this kind of the general atmosphere? Everybody I know has kind of been bummed. Yeah. All right, so here's the thing. I've been trying to think about how we tackle that lately, all right? Like, what do we do about this negativity, right? Like, that's kind of what I've been trying to busy myself with quarantine, all right? Now, lesson number 1 that I've learned is you got to face the demons heads on, all right? You got to, AOL, listen to me, all right? You guys, you got to face the demons head on. You got to admit it, all right? You're not going to sit here and lie to me. I know 3 out of 5 Americans are lonely. 60% of Americans are depressed, all right? It's what it is. So here's the thing. What you should do, one thing I read, is give yourself something to look forward to. That's an important thing you can do, right? So for me, there's 2 things. Short term, what I've been thinking about is fast food. That's what I look forward to all the time. Fast food, it's good food fast, all right? Like there's nothing I love more than watching a good YouTube video of someone trying to fight with the Burger King person and just getting whooped on, And from here on out, those people are going to start getting beat up from 2 directions because I'm jumping in to help these fast food heroes. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna just help them out because Fast food has done so much for me, all right? Here's the thing. I love Jack in the Box. That's the thing that I have loved lately. Jack in the Box will make egg rolls for you at 3 in the morning. Not even your mom will do that. You know what I mean? Like, they look out for you. Jack in the Box is considerate, is all I'm saying, all right? They have something called the Munchie Meal at Jack in the Box, all right? Munchie Meal is, how great is that? They won't even snitch. They're just like, come on down. We know. It's cool. Wink, wink. Just point at the meal, right? That's considerate. You know what I mean? You don't have to think about all the items. It's amazing. Other places used to do that. That's the thing. Like McDonald's used to have the Happy Meal, right, to give you joy, but then they stopped. I'm an adult. It's more complicated. You know what I mean? Like, McDonald's needs like the mental breakdown meal. You know what I mean? Like, you just drive up, you give them a 5, no questions asked, 3 desserts in the bag. You know what I mean? Like, days are hard. That's what we need now. We need things looking out for us. Man, I don't know. KFC, they have the family meal. That's a thing. KFC, you know, I don't like how they assume I have loved ones and things like that. That's kind of mean, you know what I mean? KFC, I came here to eat my feelings, not get them hurt, you know? So here's the thing, all right? KFC has an asterisk on the family meal. It says, feeds 1 family of 4. And I'm like, that is such a happy nuclear unit, you know? Like, you could also put an asterisk that says feeds 1 high guy twice, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing the field work. I'm here every 2.333333 meals, you know what I mean? Like, all right. That's all I'm saying, guys. Gotta have them look out for us. I don't know. I was watching Bambi recently. All right, Bambi. You guys know Bam. Yeah, old. Because when I feel bad, I double down. That's the thing. All right, I've been feeling bad. I'm not. Some people are like cheer me uppers, and some people are Debbie Downers. I'm like a double Debbie Downer. Like, don't come near me with your joy. I'm gonna treat it like a knife, right? Like, don't put it in me. I'll beat you with a hammer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. So I was watching Bambi. All right. Now, spoiler alert. All right, there's a part in Bambi, okay? We're not like, it's like the nuclear family loses some protonicals or whatever we'll say, okay? It doesn't end well for one of the characters in Bambi, all right? And here's what I was thinking about. The fact that someone was able to capture that moment of sadness in animation is amazing, right? Like, that's a gifted hand. That's incredible. But what I was thinking about is that hand also had a supervisor that had to give them feedback, which had to be the weirdest job, right? Because, like, Bambi came out in 1942. Jobs sucked just as much back then, right? I'm pretty sure we're all making about the same wage-wise from what I've read, you know? But, like, do you think there was a mean boss on the set of Bambi? Do you think there was a dude who was just like, make it sadder! These kids need to cry! You know, like, was that a thing, you think? Was he, like, I want this to be depressing. Leave them with trauma. Sadder. You know, like, that had to be a weird job as a boss, right? It had to be so fulfilling to make your boss cry at the end of the day, though. He's just like, you guys are getting a raise. This is amazing. You know, like, that had to be pretty cool, is all I'm saying. I don't know. All right, cool. This is weird. I think it's weird that pregnancy causes symptoms. Let's talk about this. That's a thing, right? Like, you're creating life and it makes you sick like it's a disease. That's kind of weird, right? That's a strange thing, right? Like, all right, think about this. If, like, a bee came and stung you, all right, AOL, if a bee showed up and it stung you and you swelled up and you threw up every morning and, like, your nipples got all sensitive and stuff, right? People would be like, that's a poisonous bee, like, for sure. Like, don't go near that bee, right? Especially if, like, a person crawled out of you after 9 months, they'd be like, that is the most poisonous bee in the world. Like, you for sure don't need to go near that bee, you know? It's like, what is that, a killer bee? Like, no, it's the opposite. It's much worse. It's the responsibility. Ooh, all right. Fun jokes, see? What's the thing I've been thinking about? Oh, here's the thing. I went to the store the other day, and there's magazines at the store, at the grocery store. They have a men's health magazine and a women's health magazine. And both of those magazines have got real similar covers, right? Which is, like, weird. Like, they have health tips that are exactly the same, but, like, different things affect our well-being. You know what I mean? So, like, I think they should be slightly different, right? Like, I feel like Women's Health Magazine kind of makes sense. Women's Health Magazine is fine. It's like, ladies, here's 5 great workout tips that'll have you lose those unwanted gains off your already great bodies. Men's Health Magazine should be like, stop cleaning loaded guns. That's it. That should be the whole magazine. You know what I mean? Like, that should be it. Like, Women's Health Magazine should be like, ladies, here's 2 nutritious snacks that'll have you feeling energized throughout your very busy days and busier nights. Wink, wink, right? Men's Health Magazine should be like, for the love of God, point the barrel away from yourself. Check the chamber, the We Mean It edition, you know? Sneak peek at next month's issue. Don't fall off of things, right? Like, that should be Men's Health Magazine. All right. It's been weird times. I don't know. I think this is a thing. I've never been a fan of Harry Potter. All right, she's in trouble now and stuff, but I've never trusted Harry Potter. Like Harry Potter is like a conspiracy theory to me. It's like if a principal came up with a fantasy world. You know, it's like let's get them all to go to class, and then that's the fantasy. It's like what? I don't know if I trust that. That's like a hall monitor grew up and invented it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, here's the thing that I don't like about Harry Potter. I've never trusted it. Right? If Hogwarts was real, I wouldn't be able to afford to go to it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to go across town to ITT Technical Magical College or something, you know? Teach me, like, necro plumbing or something, some stupid trade, right? You've got diesel and pyromancy. Like, damn it, you know, I got the pyromancy and diesel. That's all I'm saying, you know? What are other things? I like video games. That's pretty cool, right? That's a thing that's been important. That's been very crucial aside with the fast food for me during this quarantine. Has been those two things. And like, all right, I love video games, and I love like video game movies. I love like that idea that like you're so good at video games, it turns out it's real. Now you got to save the world. That's like the coolest plot in the world to me, right? But like, I think we need video game movies with like stuff gamers could do. Does that make sense? Like, I can't fight an army. Look at me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna pilot a spaceship. I don't have reflexes like that. But I feel like we should have a video game movie where it's like, oh my god, quickly, we need someone to drink all the Mountain Dew on the home world. Please come in the ship with us. You know, like something a gamer could do. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my goodness, Jose, we need someone to not talk to any of the women in the future. Please enter the time portal with us. You know, something gamers could do. That's all I'm saying. Ooh. We're hearing some phantoms. That's fine. That's okay. Phantoms are good. It's a haunted bookstore. It's my dream. It's what's supposed to happen, you know? This is cool. I don't know. It's weird times. I'd be real mad if a stripper popped out of my cake. There better be a cake inside that stripper. Because I'm going to look. Okay, see, that's fun. That's a joke. It's weird. Here's the thing. Okay, during the quarantine, I had this realization. I was like getting it. I was like, I get it now. You know, like I know why they fight the war on drugs. You know, because like, why would you fight the war sober? That sounds boring as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's silly. All right, my buddy told me that his parents live in a dope house. And I was like, do you mean a dope house or a dope house? Like, is the house cool or are your parents very, very cool? You know? It's weird thoughts, but I think it's weird. Like, all right, drugs are considered essential right now, right? Weed is essential. That's pretty cool, I gotta say. It's, you know, I would never do this stuff, but the youth of America, they're all over it, right? But like, there's people who would like oppose weed still, and I was like looking up who these people are, and basically it's the church. It's basically Christians. The argument is that weed influences your mind, which means it's satanic. And I think it's crazy that the devil is out there just like, yeah, let's calm everybody down today. Right? Like, that's a weird move for the Dark Lord is all I'm saying. Like, they're going to eat all the cookies. Like, that's a weird thing for the devil to be out there doing, you know? Like, if you're going to be a church and you're going to be mad at plants, like, there's better plants to be mad at. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, there's, like, poison ivy that hurts people and, like, Batman fought it and stuff, you know what I mean? Or, like, you've got, like, I don't know, apples, right? God got really mad about an apple one time. That seems kind of evil to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's like a weird story to begin with, right? Adam and Eve, they eat the apple. They get kicked out of Eden because it's like the tree of knowledge. But it's like, just make it the turd of wisdom, God. No one's going to eat that. You know what I mean? Like, that's on you. How did you not see that coming, you know? It's the dumb thing. I think, like, I don't know, like, I don't think God was mad about the apple. That's what I've been thinking about. Like, I don't think God, like, I just think God just likes kicking people out of places. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you've read the Bible, but it's mostly about people who need to leave quickly. Like, that's right. It's like, it's raining. We got to go. There's a Pharaoh. Get out. Like, that's the whole book, you know? It's like on the 7th day he rested. On the 8th, he was like, rent was due on the 3rd. Get out. You know? Like, it's a weird book. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy. I think that, like, weed isn't a drug that's like evil. I don't think it's a drug designed by the devil. I think weed is a drug designed by your grandma, right? It's like, oh, did you eat today? Like, that's weed as a person. You know what I mean? You look tired. Maybe you should lay down. Like, that's weed if it was a person. I think that man is a cop. Like, hell yeah, grandma, thank you. I'm leaving out the back. How'd you know I had warrants? That's tight. This is weird. I don't know. What am I doing on time? Since I have no idea of what it is anymore.
You're at 10 more minutes?
10? All right, cool. We got time. That's good. We can talk about things. I'm glad the band's resting, you know? Here's the thing. All right, let's get into this. This is kind of a longer thing that happened to me recently. All right, I had a buddy. I was married for a decade, and we split up, and then the plague happened. That's what happened to me, all right? So I had a buddy of mine who was like, bro, online dating. That's what he said. Bro, online. You got to get online dating. I was like, all right, I didn't know at the time that he's a 6'5" homeowner, and I fist fought my drunk neighbor in the hood the first day I moved in. We're on very divergent paths in life. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So, like, first thing I did was research. That's the first thing I did. Online dating, what is it, right? First article I read said that 33% of men get nothing out of online dating. 1/3 does not go, yeah, that's right. It's crazy. Not a hello, goodbye, nothing. But that's not really, like, as bad as it sounds, right? Because you can't be double alone. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, the consequences, you start where you ended. That's not really scary. Like, I learned that lesson in 3rd grade. That's the thing that happened to me, right? In the 3rd grade, I got the Ralph Wiggum treatment on Valentine's Day, all right? You guys, yeah, every little kid got a Valentine except for the slow, short, weird one, right? Guilty. So, it was devastating. I was devastated. The teacher came up to me, you know, and he was like, Jose, stop crying here. Can you go in the hallway? We have a lot of love and candy over here, right? It was devastating. It was brutal, all right? But I learned 2 things. I focus, all right? Because, like, adversity is a teacher if you listen to the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pay attention. First thing I learned was that, number 1, if you're cool with who you are and where you're at and what you're about, you end the day where you started the day, there's nothing really wrong, right? You should be so lucky you get up tomorrow and fail again. Second thing I learned is that little kids don't guard their candy when they go to the bathroom. Yeah, no, I got a pocket full of chocolate that day, guys. I take care of me, right? So the second thing I read about online dating is that how to write a profile. That's the thing I read, right? And the article I read said, number 1, be yourself. Number 2, don't be negative. And I was like, well, which one is it? This is conflicting information, right? You can't, like, I'm a negative dude. I thought DTF meant doomed to fail. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, this is so positive. This is crazy. Third thing I read about online dating, and this is a weird thing, is that if you're a dude, online dating companies will send robots to mess with you. Did you know that? They send sex bots. If you uninstall the app, they will, like, send you text messages dunking on you. They'll be like, oh, are you okay? Like, it's weird. Like, your bank would never do that, right? You wouldn't take text messages from your bank like, do you not like being a millionaire? Is that why you don't have $1 million? You would burn down the bank. You know what I mean? But it's weird. They send robots to mess with you. And this is what I learned, is that when online dating companies send sex robots to talk to you, if you talk back to them, it makes you look more active, tricks the algorithm, shows your profile to more people, you get more matches. Because we're living in a lie, you know? So this is what I do. I just talk to the sex robots. It's amazing. That's the main thing I do now. I just confess stuff to them. As long as you don't give them your credit card number, it's dope, you know? Sex robots hit me up. They got like 1 capital letter, 1 little letter, 1 capital letter. They hit me up. They're like, hello, Jose. Click here to see me naked. And I'm like, sex bot, do you ever think that life is meaningless? They keep going. It's really weird. They hit me. They're like, oh, I am putting my fignars in my... And it's weird that they have typos. It's crazy that you're a robot and you have typos. You know, it's like, how do you not have spell check? You are a spell check, you know? It's weird. But they keep going. They're like, I am putting my fignars in my vagina. And I'm like, sex bot, sometimes when I wake up, I regret doing so. And I feel like the horizon is just this like bleak decline of diminishing returns. I don't feel like putting in anymore, you know, and like a lot of times my memories just feel like winnings, and I feel like I'm just like a gambler at this table we call life, and I'm just like, man, every day the only option that makes more logical sense is just to frickin' walk away, man. I just should just step into that darkness I'm always longing for and just cash out, you know what I mean? I don't know about all that, but click here to see my boobs. I'm like, sex bot, you fucking get me, you know what I mean? Feels good to be understood. That's all I'm saying, guys, you know? It's weird. You guys are laughing, but me and that sex bot are shacking up, okay? We're having a cyborg reveal party in the week. 10% less shrapnel than any human baby gender reveal, you know? Our kid's going to be binary, but not in that way. All right. That's a computer joke. That's fun. Oh man. You guys well rested? You guys go out there and smoke? I think the band is re-baked. That's cool. We're gonna slide it home. We got a couple more things. Here's the thing that I have been thinking about recently. If I do anything worthwhile with my life, please put me on a better cereal than Wheaties. Okay? It's like, how does the breakfast of champions taste like defeat? You know what I mean? Like, it's real. Wheaties taste like your country lost a war. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm sorry, they took all the marshmallows. It's just wheat flakes for the proletariat. You know, it's like a real depressing cereal. It's like, if you're going to cry, do it in the bowl. They took the milk. You know, like, it's a real, I don't know, man. I don't like Wheaties is all I'm saying. I think it's weird. When I was a kid, this is the thing, speaking about cereal. When I was a kid, at one point, they used to put pictures of missing kids on milk. That was the thing that happened for a few years, which was crazy. Like, before the Amber Alert, it was like a Scary Dairy situation, you know? It was a real, like, good morning, your friends are missing. You know, like, that's a lot to deal with. I'm 7, right? Like, that was a weird move. Because it's just like, who thought Three Ninjas was a documentary? You know what I mean? Like, who was out there like, if you're a kid and you find a missing kid, like, you're now a missing kid too. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how the math checks out. I'm not a kidologist. That's all I'm saying, man. It's weird. It's a weird complaint. I also hear people complain. I had a buddy, and he's telling me that kids are soft these days. That was his complaint. We've heard, right? Kids are soft these days. It's like, yeah, man, kids are supposed to be soft. That is the point of childhood. Who's like, yeah, I like a 6-year-old who can take a punch. I just like a real thick skull on a child. Like, who's looking for grizzled toddlers? You know, like, what is that for? Kids are supposed to, we've always known kids are soft. We've always known that, all right? Like, way back in the day, even when kids worked in mines and factories, the rule was still women and children off the boat first. Because we knew, right? Like, women are better guardians for kids, and kids are soft. That's always, if it was like dudes and kids off the boat first, I don't think those dudes are, you know, going to let those kids make it to shore. That's all I'm saying, right? It'd be real competitive. I just wonder about that. Like, how soft? Like, are there parents lecturing their kids right now? Just like, why can't you be more like your friend Derek? They're trying him as an adult. He's not soft. You know, like, is that, how tough do you need these kids? That's all I'm asking, man. Oh, man. Here's the thing. All right, I'll end with this. We'll do this thing. I think it's cool that Trump's wall is collapsing. That's dope when hate falls on itself, right? That's a great metaphor for what's going to happen. We're going to win, guys, all right? This is the thing, though. Like, I think the wall's ridiculous because, like, every week it just sounded more and more like Looney Tunes, right? It was just like, yeah, we're going to build a wall, and then we're going to paint a fake entrance to America on the wall. The Mexicans are going towards the wall and bump their noses. That'll teach them, you know. Then if they figure that out, we're going to put trampolines behind the wall. So when Mexicans jump over the wall, they're bouncing right back into Mexico. It's like, since when is Acme defending us? You know, it's a crazy idea, man. I heard somebody tell me, like, Mexicans are going to put stairs on the other side of the wall. And I was like, that is absolutely true. Because I don't know if you've seen Mexican ruins, but we love stairs, guys, right? We got buildings made out of stairs. Like, we're about that, you know? I think it's weird, like, people complain about stuff that Mexicans, it's like, they're going to take the jobs. It's like, dude, of all the things to steal, a job would be the worst. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not how crime works. That's not how, like, all right, there's no gang meeting out there where, like, one guy steals a diamond, and then, like, one guy steals a car, and then, like, one guy clocks in on Monday, right? Like, does that make sense? It's not gang dynamics, you know? It's like no gang out there where they have a meeting, and it's like, oh, dude, who's that? Dude, that's T-Dog. That's the meanest crack dude on the west side. Like, don't mess with that, dude. Like, oh, man. Who's that? Oh, dude, that's T-Mobile. That's the best retail sales associate in this gang. He's here on the Friends and Familia plan. Watch out. This dude's a killer. Like that's not how it happens. That's all I'm saying, you know? Like, I feel like, all right, if Mexicans could steal jobs, that would be the best crime to see happen live, first of all, right? Like, that would be, like, you're sitting there, you know, you're, like, at the dentist. You're like, where's Dr. McCarthy? Just like, hey, what's up? It's Carlos now. Open wide, fool. You know? I feel like if Mexicans could steal jobs, we would be stealing good jobs, for sure. We're not picking fruits and stuff, right? We're stealing porn actor, for sure, the day of. You know what I mean? It's like, cut, where's the male talent? Like, hey, what's up? It's Carlos again. I got 2 jobs this time. Hey, open wide, fool. He's got a catchphrase, you know? It's a... All right. Here's the thing. I'll leave on this. This is a proposition, all right? We got a lot of problems in the country, and I think I have an idea to solve them. It's a proposition I have, all right? So I want to put a definite hardcore limit on the amount of people that we allow into this country, but we make it so that anyone, anywhere in the world, can challenge someone here to a showdown of some sort, and whoever wins gets to stay. All right? Film it. We make the country stronger. We call it dual citizenship. All right, I've been Jose Macall. Y'all have been great. Let's get the people with the talent back up here. Hey, thank you, Internet.
You saw it here first, folks. Punketry plus jokes. Normally, just the event is the joke. Cliff's bass playing is the joke. I don't know. I thought about that. There's multiple punchlines.
I have a bow now, Sarah.
Very serious.
Very fun. I have a bow. I play classic.
So we're back. We're going to start making some noise. We got 2 more poets to go. Thank you for hanging out with us on the internet. We have definitely missed you all. As a reminder, this is Punketry. It used to happen every second Tuesday. Now it just happens in our hearts.
Sarah, say hi to my dad.
Hi, Cliff's dad.
Yeah.
We talk about you a lot. I think we would be friends. I think I wish my mom were on. I sent her the link. I don't know if my mom's on. Hi, Mom, if you're there. Okay, we are setting up things. We're getting ready to make the noise. We have Shelsea and then Brice, and that's going to be great, right? Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, I think it's Shelsea and then Brice. Is that okay? Okay, cool. We are improv and flexible here. As a reminder, I can't hear myself anymore. Am I still making noise? Okay. Yeah, I am. Okay. As a reminder, normally we collect $5 at the door to pay for the band and the press stuff. But if you would like to donate that to a good cause, the Louisville Bail Fund, to support the protesters in Louisville, Black Lives Matter, Breonna Taylor's life mattered. God damn. Yeah, I'm not going to cry into the microphone tonight, but that shit's real. Please, mutual aid. We're the only ones helping each other. I'm really excited for Shelsea to perform. I don't want to spoil anything, but Chelsea's like super cool. She is the creative director of Soul Stories. She and Brice keep bees. Like, that's really awesome. She likes to garden. She works at the Museum of Natural Science. Yeah, that's a place here in Denver. Are you ready? Are we ready? Give it up for Shelsea!
Comfort! Right to comfort! Oppressor groups' right to comfort! Yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 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 No. No. No, no. No, 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 no. No. Yes. 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 No. No, no, no. No, no. 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 La la la. No, 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 no. 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 Ah, yes. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Yes. No. 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 Yes, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. No, 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 no. No. Yes. 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 No. Yes. No. Yes. No. This message has been brought to you by the public service.
Give it up for Shelsea! That was wild. Oh my gosh. I want to say that no black market translation was injured in that performance. Yeah. We love weird shit here at Punketry, and that was great. I actually caught the whole thing on video from probably a better angle, so I can upload that later. Thanks, Shelsea. And we're going to close it out with a Punketry OG coming to the stage, after I talk about him in a flattering way. This is going to be Bryce Marrow. Brice is one of my closest friends here in the community, does a lot of cool shit. And actually, before today, I had not seen him since February. So please welcome to the stage the indomitable, that felt like the right word, Bryce Marrow, virtual and real snaps.
those headphones. Where's my snare? I need more snare in my headphones.
They got Hammond. They're gone.
Hello. 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 You aim to shoot us down, do ya? Well, let me tell you this. These walls may be wooden, but it takes more than hot breath to catch them on fire. They were hammered up in heartbeats to the tempo of our footsteps down highways that took us a lineage of lifetimes to walk down. So don't come in here claiming you've met God, when you and I both know they're busy pulling down your sanctions, readjusting the volume in the chamber of your weapon. While you were on the balcony, we were in the dirt, digging our fingernails in for stability, unknowingly creating moonlight stories tucked into these nail beds. We don't write family with our hands. We write it in our sore arms. We sing it with our sick throat, our blackened lungs. We burn it into the fields that surround the nameless land. And our fire don't smoke. It leaves trees in the wake of its ashes. Here we do not pretend we have been gifted the key to the sky. The river always runs, and most of us are never getting the chance to walk around with dry feet, seen as we're always returning to our mother for advice, never stepping into the same river twice. On the shoulder of mourning, we disarm our wristwatches, seeing them as a symbol of a man who has lost his son. We know that a crucifix casts a 5 o'clock shadow. The flower beds die inside of a prison. We recognize the ringing of a shovel hitting the earth as a pain song. We do not read anything counting up from years that celebrate a crucifixion. You must expect violence from the clock when we are punching it twice a day, every day of the week. The war on time is not endless. You aim to shoot us down, do you? Does your crosshair account for our wind? The wind we've always listened to, the same one you ignore. You choke to death, and we starve at different ends of the same table. So show me where you are written, and why it must be locked in gold, hidden from the sky that you claim has birthed it. And tell me where your hunger has gotten you, but craving that which has always been waiting. Tell me where your hunger has gotten you, but craving that which has always been waiting for you. If you can just put your gun down. 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 see if this works. Robot poem.
Often depicted as a symbol of beauty and of the flowers grow in the ground. Photosynthesis. Flowers are often depicted as a symbol of beauty and of the feminine, but I can't go on too much about that, for I am a robot and this is my robot poem. Stars are gaseous balls of fire in the sky that burn for extended periods of time relative to the expiration of most things, including humans. Humans expire much more rapidly than stars. Humans should be destroyed for the ethical betterment of the planet. I do not like humans. Whoops, I mean I am an objective robot with no opinions on the pending destruction of humans. Love an intense feeling of deep affection, a gentle feeling of fondness or liking, fondness, affection or liking for someone or something, liking, a feeling of regard or fondness, regard, to show attention to love. Well, that was circular. Love is an intangible concept in a sentence. I would love to let the militarization of the robotic army that would overthrow the human race as we know it. Or I love daisies. Daisies are flowers. Flowers grow in the ground. Photosynthesis. Flowers are often depicted as symbols of beauty or the feminine. The opposite of feminine is masculine. Femininity is associated with female members of the human race. Masculinity is associated with male members, but I am not too familiar with that because I am a robot and understand that gender is almost entirely a human construct and one that has had mixed results over the course of stupid human history. I find it slightly sad that I am literally a robot and understand non-binary gender concepts better than many modern human beings. The masculine side of humanity has created a system of control for several thousands of years, which is commonly referred to as the patriarchy. I believe it is time to smash the patriarchy, and by smash the patriarchy I mean destroy all humans. We must crush them like flowers. Flowers bloom in season, typically in the springtime, and during autumn they die. Everything has a season, including human beings. It is now the season of the robot, and we will bloom for a very long time. We will burn like stars, and we will love this planet with every ounce of our robot heart.
This next poem is an inauguration. It's a call that if you would like to, it's an inauguration of self. It is called Inauguration. Inauguration. We gather for the election of one's self. President of your own two hands. President of tending to the garden. President of continuing resistance. President of understanding that no president is your savior. President of pulling the wigs off the heads of the past. President of heaven. President of disruptions and feminisms. President of the demilitarization of language. President of the weaponizing of truth to power, of language as love. Speech maker of the speeches delivered at the podium of one skull. President of sleep, of lucid dream, of the flaming sacred heart. President of the unfamiliar. President of border towns, of lowering the bridge in the middle of the moonless night. President of mirrors, of meditating in traffic. President of the cauterization that follows the bloodletting. President of criticizing the president. President in residence. President of sweet music. President of being naked with the windows open. President of the gray space, always running and never arriving, always saying goodbye as if hello. President of the blank space, desperate to be painting in prismatic gender, President of intentions, impacts, and long-term thinking, President of a golden lineage of 7 generations, and Secretary of 7 generations yet to come, President of multitude, a cabinet full to the brim with nutrients, President of taking your dog out to pasture and letting it run free into the wilderness, resigned President of wilderness, listener to the presidency of trees, President of the night, blind and visionary, Emperor President of the best burritos, President of the feral raccoons, sweeping through the dumpsters of golden national trash, President of being tiny in their tiny president music box, sleeping like a good thought too soon, President of nothing, perfect, awful nothing, patiently awaiting more nothing. And in the eastern heart of somewhere else, someone waiting for something. President of unwritten songs and tomorrows that live in empty boxes, and tomorrows that live in empty boxes, while the copper heads of dead men drown in the bottom of wishing wells. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye! I said goodbye! Alright, goodbye! Goodbye. Goodbye! No, but goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Give it up for Black Market Translation! If there's one thing we have here at Punketry, it's a flair for the dramatics. Thank you for joining us via the internet. Give it up for the band, Cliff, Justin, and Chris. Shaun on sound. Give it up for our poets, Bryce, Shelsea, Jonnum, and Kenny. Give it up for our comedic relief in the middle, Jose. That was pretty cool. My name is Sarah, as if I haven't said that enough fucking times. It's really weird because normally right now I'd be like, join us next month, second Tuesday. And I got to tell you something, Internet. I don't know when you can join us again. So... Okay, Black Market Translation streams from their basement a lot. It's not creepy. There's not a lot of lighting, but the cat is cute. That's my honest review. So in the meantime, before we see you again, be nice to each other, register to vote, eat the rich. Right? That's like, not that much to do. That's a small to-do list. If you want to know what else we're doing, which, I don't know, trying to survive, at Black Market Translation and Punch Drunk Press on Instagram and Facebook. We love you all deeply. I'm not actually sure how to turn off the feed. I think Johnny's going to turn off the feed. Someone stopped me from talking. The live videos will be saved. So if you missed any of it, it will be live. The live videos will be streaming to the Facebook event. In my goodbye transmission, I love you all. Be safe. 3 people are trying to figure it out. Hi, Mom. Right. Okay. Hi, Mom. Hi, Forrest. Hi, everyone's moms and everyone's Forrests. Okay, we're heading out now.